love, love, love. I always forget I gotta go check my screens, make sure everybody's on. Everybody's on. I gotta go take a shower before I go to a meeting today. Okay, y'all. So, words of affirmation. I love you. Expressing your love in sincere words and explaining why it is what means the most. Verbally communicate often and explain the reasons why you feel the way you do to fully validate your loved one and your friends too and your children too. This is something where this when you know it's not a man or a woman. So today really is about words of affirmation. And so that is just like about good communication. I'm like a word of affirmation person too. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't really say it to me, but it means a lot to me when people do. So, that's what it is. It means a lot to me when people can just like tell me a friend, oh, I really like spending time with you. I really like you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. I'm so happy that you finished that today. Sometimes it's just like it'll be so nice to hear because I really never have a boss. And so it's like that's how I am as a boss. I tell people, like, you did a good job. Like, that is a really good thing. You know, I try to make sure I tell them, like, something's a good thing. Leave love notes or written on a sticky note where they'll find them, compliment them on things that they do. I mean, this is just, like, something that everybody needs. I don't know how somebody couldn't just, like, fall into this category. You know what I'm saying? So how to show love, saying I love you frequently. I used to like this is something that used to get on my nerves because it'll be like guys in college would just want me to cater to whatever they thought that a woman should be like. So it'll be like, oh my God, this guy would just be like, you love everything. And it's like, I do. I really do love everything. And so he would be like, I wouldn't want a woman like that. And he says, I wouldn't want a woman that loved everything. How would I ever know she loved me? And it's like, I just can't feel it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, you are just a person I would never want to be with. Y'all understand? Like, it's like, if you can't understand the basis of me, I can't even understand the start of you. So, saying I love you frequently, like some people, they show on these, videos, the TikTok videos and stuff, like how they'll try to leave without saying they love each other and all that different stuff, and the person is coming back after them like, say you love me. That's what made me come up with the with doing this again, with doing this show again, like the love languages again, because it's important to some people. Like, say you love me. Like, I remember sometimes like you get on the phone with some guys and you know, like you with a boyfriend who says, I love you, you know, as a goodbye on the phone. And you just like, I love you too. And then you get with a guy, he's like, he really does care about you. Like, he shows you differently. Like, he'll be like there to pick you up on time, and you see what I'm saying? So it's like, even with that, like if you switch into a different relationship and he never says I love you, but he got your food ready when you get home, he's squeezing your feet when you get home, your bath water ready, you know what I'm saying? He making appointments, make sure you get your hair done on time, all this different stuff. And it's like he's always showing you with acts of service that he loves you. So it's like he might not say I love you. And so that's it. He might just say, babe, you look so good today. And that's it. Like, that's his way of saying I love you. So people don't always have to say those 3 words. These 3 words. That's the song too. Sweet and simple. These 3 words. Short and kind. Explain all the reasons why you love them. I tell my students this. So this is how I do this in my classroom. My students love this. When I could just look at them, it's usually like 2 or 3 months into school, I could look at them and be like, you know what? You are a really good friend. Oh my God, Susan, you sure so well. And I could tell them, and I give them example. Like on this day, remember when you did this for her, and remember when you did this. My kids love that girl because I look at them. That's how I know y'all not teaching. When you can't stand in front of me and tell me not one good thing about your students, I know you're not teaching. So it's like I really focus my attention on my kids. And it's something that people get mad about. Y'all, I'm talking about time and time again. Every school, somebody got pissed off about it. But I really do focus on my kids because that's my job. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like this, it's not just a job, it's something that I want to build. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't sit in here and shoot the shit with you and all that shit. It's like, no, I gotta focus on my kids and what they need. Because I think it's important because nobody actually, all my years of teaching, nobody has shown me my level of research on how to help kids. And so it's like, no, I gotta still focus her because you're not gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna do what I need you to do. So I'm gonna keep my focus on my kids so I know that they are strong and beautiful when they grow up. Brag about your spouse to others. I brag about my students too. I just be in the hall, girl. If they overheard me, that's all they gonna hear. Oh my God, today they just got in a line. They were so quiet and beautiful. Did you see them in their uniforms? You know, like it's just like if they gonna overhear me doing anything, or it's gonna be something where I'm about to whoop somebody ass over them. Cause that shit with Miss Black, y'all, let me tell you, it's a teacher that Miss Black. And one of the kids say, well, I wash up every day. The little girl don't stink at all. She say, well, I just wash up. She say, girl, that's called a whole bath. She from Louisiana. That's called a wash up. I say, Miss Black, do you know it's been many times I done had to wash up for the week and then on the weekend we take a bath. And she say, what? Like, right, because we still live like we in the country. Like we just that's just how it is. You get up, you wash under your arm, you wash your cootie coo, your booty, you know what I'm saying? You wash your chest. I ain't had no titties. Now you gotta wash in between your breasts, under the breast, and that's it. And you just go about your day like it's just and put your school clothes on and leave, and then on the weekend you get a bath. And so she just thought that was just appalling that Miss Schuler would wash up. And I would actually have to put everything into a wash basin because we don't put the water in the sink because you know usually the sink the little things start working, so you got to put that in a basin in the sink and run the water. And then if it's a boil order, because we got flooded water in our basement, we got to boil the water, bring the water into the bathroom, and then and then run a little cold water so it can get cold. You see what I'm saying? Because the water gonna be too hot. So Miss Black actually just thought that that was just so wrong for East St. Louisan. You see what I'm saying? First off, for us to be thinking that we could ever be in a flood, because Katrina is the only flood that ever happened in the whole United States of America. And I just was like, what? If I could have slapped the taste out of her mouth, y'all, I would have slapped the taste out of her mouth. So I was like, please don't ever call that a whole bath. You understand? That's a wash up. Well, they'll be stinking. No, they won't. I ain't smelt them yet. That's called a fucking wash up. Y'all, it pissed me off. And it's just like sometimes like it's like I have to actually just sit there and just take up for my kids, because it's like, bitch, no you're not. No you're not, ho. Not today. Not today when I'm in here looking in their fucking face. I'm gonna look in their face and then gonna talk about it behind their back in the office. You know they stink because they been washing up. Nah, bitch. Nah. It should have never even been brought up like that. That's a whole bath. Get your whole ass back to Louisiana. Encourage them and build them up. Write notes or text messages letting them know you are thinking of them. And that's something else you could do as a teacher. Be like, you doing. You could put it on a sheet of paper or give them a stick and just slide it to them. You're doing a good job. Compliment often. That's good. You know, I used to tell my kids, "One, look in that mirror and make sure your uniform look good. You gotta be good all the time. You gotta look good all the time so you can be presentable." And so those are things that It don't matter what background they come from. If they got their uniform on, they can tuck their shirt in and put their belt on and their shoes look nice. It don't matter what their house look like. They mama filthy out of, you see what I'm saying? It could be so much stuff going on and y'all don't even know. And so it's just like, it just really pisses me off sometimes, just being in the presence of people where it's just like, you just a big, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a bitch for real. Having teachers lie on kids and stuff like that. That's when I'm just like, bitch, you ain't no teacher. You ain't never told a day of your fucking like, you not teaching. That's your job. Your job is the students. Your job is the students. At the end of the day, your job is the students. You want to fill up their little black box with every fucking thing they need to get by in life. So what to avoid? Unnecessary criticism. Why would I come in there? Y'all look at how y'all outfit look. Go to that mirror and check yourself out and see what you look like. And tuck your shirt in. You know, that's something different than you look great. So I want you to just check your shirt, check yourself in the mirror, see how you look, because that's how you're gonna look today. Insults, that's a whole bath. Bitch gone. Speaking before thinking. That's a whole bath. You know what I'm saying? Passive aggressive comments, they gonna be stinking. It's like, so y'all, that's it. Like, it's just like, make sure that that's something you do, that you just like, don't cause trauma with your words, cause love with your words. Like, be intentional with what you say and mean it. You know what I'm saying? And mean it. You don't have to talk yourself, because even with criticism, it's just like, you gotta mean it. Like, you gotta be honest about it. Like, okay, like, say for instance about your guy's nose, how they lit his nose. All the pictures, Eminem's nose, all the pictures are the bomb, except for this fucked up ass nose situation. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's a work of, actually it's a work of art, but at the same time, it's not a work of art. You understand what I'm saying? If this is an experienced photographer, they know better. But it's a good mistake. At the same time, it's a good mistake. Now that I think about it, because I think about Albert Durer, I think about all these people where they focus on their nose. It's a beautiful thing. It's just the light hit it just so strange. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how to take it. It's just like, all the pictures, it's the one that out of all those pictures, it's the one that I like, and it's the one that I love. I mean, it's the one that I like, but either I love it and I hate it. I love it for one type of thing, but I hate it for something else. I hate it for the cover of a magazine, but I love it for something to put in the art museum. And that's it. That's the difference. Because then the focus would be on his nose. But for a magazine, no. Unless it was an art magazine. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just something. Maybe it was, if it was a graphic or a photography magazine. It's just something about that picture that I just don't like. But then again, I think about it, and it's like, I love it because I think of Albert Durer. I think of a schnoz. I think of being German and Jewish and all this different stuff. So it's something to speak about, but I'm just not ready for it, not in that aspect. So in a lot of ways, I'm ignorant and experienced. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a give and take on that picture. I just cannot get that motherfucker out of my head. I just hate it. I hate it in that magazine. I hated looking at it on the cover. It just felt uneasy to me. It made me uncomfortable. So I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm showing love, because it's like, I don't want that to happen. Like Cardi's pictures too. Like, I just don't want them fucking up the icon. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you didn't fuck them up before, so why you gonna fuck up the icon now? It's like these people have become too comfortable with just like, oh, I'm gonna put you down. And it's like, but motherfucker, you work for me. You work for me. So how the fuck you think you about to put me down and put me in a position based on some shit you just saw scrolling through your fucking phone? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you really wanted the job, you would have actually just tried to keep the fucking job. So that's the shit that be pissing me off. That's the same thing with Trump. Like, people got all this shit to say about Trump, and it's like, you can't. Because you took what he was doing on TV as who he needed to be as president. And that's two separate things. They got so scared about that happening to Ronald Reagan. They tried to make sure it didn't happen. But in this case, they wanted to make sure it happened. And so it's just like, that's not the same thing. Those are not synonymous. So anyway, y'all, that's it. It's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Brown Sugar Talk telling you to just please just use some words to speak kindness into people. You could write a love letter, call them during the work of the day. Calling them during the work day. Share something great. Hide love notes in their lunch bag. Thank them. Tell them how attracted you are to them. Give them a fun little nickname. Put together a list of reasons you love them. It's just so much stuff, y'all. It's just so much stuff. And it's out there. It is out there. It is out there for you to give it to them. So anyway, that's it. Shante Brown Sugar Talk. Um, under Brown Sugar Talk, telling you guys to have just a great day. Mwah. Auf Wiedersehen.